Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Hope reluctantly consents to marry Carter, and Ridge questions why Steffy betrayed her. Hope was shocked when Carter proposed, and Daphne told Steffy she felt taken by surprise and departed for Paris. Carter suggests. Carter tells Hope at the loft that he wants to live out the rest of his days and nights bringing her joy. He wants to marry her since she is the greatest thing that has ever happened to him. He wants them to begin their happily ever after, even though he knows this feels like it's coming out of nowhere. She believed they had that previously. Hope must exercise caution. She accepts his apology and is able to move over his error, but marriage. He feels that she isn't prepared for this stage. He would wed them immediately if he could. Carter regrets that he allowed her to doubt his dedication. He is certain he can be the husband she is entitled to. He claims that she is far more beautiful than the ring, which he is holding up. She acknowledges that she has considered their committing to one another for life, but that was in the past. She cannot accept anything less than complete dedication. He pledges to be the husband she deserves once more. He pledges to be best stepfather and to treat her with love and respect. She almost bursts into tears. Now more than ever, he has faith in them. His dedication to her will come first since their love is greater. He makes another proposal. At last, she responds, yes. He puts the ring on her finger as they laugh and kiss. Taylor extends an offer to Steffy. At the office, Taylor discovers Steffy working late. She assumes that taking care of Liam has taken up the majority of her time. Ridge queries Steffy's decision to rehire Hope. Taylor offers to see how he's doing. They discuss how difficult it is to hide this from Ridge. Steffy struggles to maintain secrets. Ridge enters and asks, what's going on? He asks his daughter what caused her to reconsider, assuming they are discussing Hope. Although Steffy becomes defensive, all he wants is an explanation. Suddenly, she handed Hope a free pass. According to Steffy, priorities shift. Ridge believes that something is happening because he claims that Hope also expressed this. Her daughter is supported by Taylor. What are the other priorities, Ridge wonders. Steffy lacks clarity. She is unsure of her feelings over the return of HFTF. They discuss the possibility of Hope and Carter getting back together. Given their involvement in the coup, Steffy feels conflicted about it, but she wants her to be content. Liam and Kelly form a bond. Liam and Kelly play Go Fish at the Cliff House. She wishes he would remain since she is so glad he is. She hugs him and inquires as to whether he is depressed. He offers her another embrace and says he can't be depressed around her since he doesn't want to leave her. Kelly tells Finn that she hopes Liam stays with them when he joins them. Childo, things change, Finn adds, reminding her that she will also depart eventually. Liam assures his kid that he will always keep an eye on her and that she would never, ever be left alone. The men talk about their days after the child has gone to sleep, and Liam inquires as to whether he has informed Lee about his sickness. He's covered, Finn tells him. Liam is appreciative of all he is doing. Even if he disagrees with the facts, the doctor can see why he wants to keep everyone in the dark. Liam is aware that he cannot continue to hide this from the children, but he is unsure of how to break the news to them and bid them farewell. Liam refers to Finn as a close friend. Finn is confident that he will find the right words and that Steffy will support him if he needs her. According to Liam, Finn has been a great buddy and she has been a rock. Knowing that he will be there when he passes away is a comfort. The physician inquires as to whether he has decided on a course of treatment. Liam continues to worry about Hope and consider his choices. She must accept Carter's proposal. Ridge's alarm bells, Hope's wedding answer, and Kelly bonds. This is the last recap of The Bold and the Beautiful. Hope Logan answered Carter Walton's proposal in the Tuesday, May 27, 2025, program. Ridge Forrester, meanwhile, became dubious of Steffy Forrester Finnegan's transformation. The proposal of Carter Walton. Carter keeps asking Hope to marry him while they are still in the loft. The best thing the COO has ever experienced is the designer. Get married to me. Hope takes a large swallow. Carter acknowledges that this may seem abrupt, but he wants to begin their new chapter as soon as possible. Carter's sincerity is known to Hope, but marriage? Hope needs and deserves a husband, and Carter vows to be the one. It's not as pretty as me, the COO says, holding up a ring. I'm hoping for Logan's response. The blonde admits that before the betrayal, she had considered getting married. Hope will not accept anything less than complete dedication. Carter keeps saying he will be the husband she needs and more. The COO then pledges to be Beth Spencer's, Jordan Lynn Ariza, finest stepfather. Hope says yes and breaks down in tears. The assistance of Taylor Hayes. Steffy works late at Forrester Creations. Rebecca Budig's character, Taylor Hayes, walks into the office. They discuss keeping Ridge in the dark about Liam Spencer's, Scott Clifton, secret. They both detest lying to Ridge. Ridge walks in just as Taylor reveals a secret. The designer is curious about what's happening. Forrester Ridge is suspicious. Ridge assumes they are discussing Hope. The designer is curious as to why Steffy had a change of heart. Ridge wants the truth, but the brunette becomes defensive. What gave Hope a free pass all of a sudden? According to Steffy, priorities shift. When he questioned her, Hope also stated that Ridge is suspicious. Steffy has Taylor's support. The brunette makes an effort to hide the fact that she is unsure about bringing HFTF back. The subject shifts to Hope and Carter. Despite her conflicting feelings, Steffy wants Hope to be happy. Check out this, the bold and the beautiful spoilers. Will Sheila press Luna to leave? Bonds, Kelly Spencer. Liam and Kelly Spencer, Sophia Parras, are playing cards over at the Cliff home. Kelly asks if her father is depressed. Before John Finnegan gets in, Liam tries to conceal. Kelly is opposed to her father leaving. Kelly is reminded by Finn that things are constantly changing. Liam asks if Finn told Lee Finnegan about his situation after Kelly goes to bed. According to the doctor, he hasn't. Liam wants to wait as long as possible, even though he knows he can't keep his condition from his kids forever. Finn will back his decision even though he disagrees with it. Liam is appreciative of Finn's excellent friendship. Finn inquires as to whether Liam has decided on his course of treatment. Though he is still considering it, Liam is worried about Carter and Hope. Liam promises to Kelly that Hope will accept Carter's ring. According to The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer promised Kelly Spencer something, and Hope Logan accepted Carter Walton's ring. Hope put a stop to Carter's proposal at the loft because it was a significant step and she wanted to exercise caution. But Hope could rely on Carter to be the husband she deserved, he promised her. In the end, Hope acknowledged that she had considered committing to Carter for the rest of her life, but that was before all the drama. Carter hoped Hope would accept his engagement ring and planned to be the man she wanted him to be going forward. When a suspicious Ridge Forrester entered Forrester Creations, Steffy Forrester and Taylor Hayes were talking about Liam. Ridge pressed Steffy and Taylor to be honest, but he thought they were discussing Hope. Steffy argued that her priorities had changed when Ridge questioned her about what made her decide against bringing Hope back to Forrester. Ridge asked Steffy what exactly that meant after noting that he received the same response from Hope. Steffy tried her best to explain without revealing any information on Liam's health. When the topic of Hope's romantic future came up, Steffy acknowledged that, despite her conflicted sentiments toward Hope and Carter 2.0 in light of the coup, all she really wanted was for Hope to be happy. On Tuesday's B&B episode, Liam played Go Fish with Kelly at the Cliff home. Kelly liked having her dad there and didn't want him to go. Liam wouldn't remain with them forever, just as Kelly would eventually grow up and move away, John Finnegan gently pointed out. They exchanged hugs and confessions of love after Liam assured Kelly that she would never be alone because he would always be monitoring her. Finn asked Liam if he had made any decisions about his treatment plan after seeing a text from Dr. Grace Buckingham while Liam was tucking Kelly in. Liam hadn't decided yet because he was preoccupied with other matters, such as the challenging process of bidding his girls farewell and ensuring that his loved ones would be alright without him. Liam hoped that Carter would be there for Hope as well, and he knew that Finn would be there for Steffy. Hope only needed to accept Liam's suggestion that she and Carter could lead a wonderful life. Carter spoke about wanting a family with Hope and Beth Spencer back at the loft. Carter declared that he would give Hope and Beth his whole attention after promising to be the greatest stepfather he could be. Carter reassured Hope that their love was stronger than the difficulties they had encountered and proposed that they might one day have a child of their own. Carter asked Hope if she would marry him again after showcasing his commitment. Hope responded, "I'd be Carter's wife," with tears in her eyes. Carter was ecstatic as he placed the ring on Hope's finger and they shared a kiss. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope will soon reveal some shocking information about Brooke Logan. Watch to see how her mother responds to the news of her engagement. Hope accepts Carter's marriage proposal after Ridge grills Steffy. Liam and Kelly play cards at the Cliff House, and Kelly is thrilled that Liam is staying with them. Saying, "I don't want you to ever leave," moves him. Kelly inquires if Liam is depressed. Liam tells her that he can't be depressed around her since she makes him happy, and Finn enters the room. Liam adds, "I love you, kid," as they embrace. Liam informs Finn that Kelly beat him at Go Fish, but Finn sits down and says, "I don't want to leave you either." Kelly reiterates her wish that her father stays with her forever. Finn informs her that things change and that she will eventually grow up and move out. Liam tells her that he will always be by her side and that she will never be alone. They give each other hugs. B&B with Liam Kelly. Liam and Finn discuss Hayes spending tonight with his mother after Kelly has gone to bed. Liam inquires as to if Finn has informed Lee of his situation. Finn claims that she simply believes he is living there due to plumbing problems. Liam gives him credit. He hates placing them in this situation, but he can see Steffy telling Taylor so she has someone to rely on. Finn acknowledges that he wants to concentrate on living rather than dying and respects his choice. As Liam watched Kelly go off to sleep, he recognized that the children would begin to notice things. "However, I'm not sure how to inform them. I must find a way to bid my daughters farewell." When the time comes, Finn is confident Liam will know just what to say. He can have Steffy by his side if he needs her. According to Liam, Finn has been more than just a doctor to him, and Steffy has been a rock. He has been a friend, a very close one. He's glad he'll be there for them when he leaves. Finn inquires as to whether he has decided on the course of treatment. Liam thinks there is a lot to think about. He is currently preoccupied with the girls, Hope, and Steffy. He wants her to be happy with Carter. All Hope needs to do is accept the wonderful life he has in store for her. Ridge asks Steffy about her hopes. Ridge interrupts Steffy and Taylor at Forrester, asking why Steffy decided against bringing Hope back to the company. Steffy informs her father that even if she had approached them first, he and her grandfather would still have accepted. Ridge wants to know why she changed her mind. According to Steffy, other things are more important now. Ridge gives a sigh. Hope essentially said that to him. Although Ridge believes there is something going on with Steffy and Hope that they aren't telling them, Taylor thinks it's fantastic. What other priorities do they have? B&B at Steffy Taylor Ridge. Although Steffy and Hope are aware that they still have a long way to go, they are making an effort. Ridge is curious as to what the company plans to do with her. Steffy would not decide to bring back her line on her own and is not comfortable doing so just yet. Since Carter is still in love with her, Taylor assumes he must be content. They talk about whether Hope and Carter are dating again. Given their role in the revolution, Steffy feels conflicted about it, but she wants Hope to be content. Carter presents his case effectively. He wants to put Hope's engagement ring on her finger at Carter's house. He says that nothing and nobody will ever stand in their way again. "If you'll just," she interrupts, "you believe me?" She must exercise caution when it comes to her heart. Although she thinks his apology was sincere, a marriage proposal is a significant step. "And it's not one you're ready to take," he frowns. Hope chuckles that she didn't anticipate receiving a proposal this evening. Carter jokes that he would marry them immediately if he had his way. He reminds her of how he crushed her heart and promises that it won't happen again. If he didn't believe he could be the husband she deserves, he wouldn't pop the question. For the remainder of their life, Carter begs her to allow him to be there for her. Admiring the ring, Hope admits that she had considered committing to him for the rest of her life, but that had been before everything that transpired. Carter is adamant that he will always love her and be the husband she deserves. Just answer yes. Carter pledges to treat her with respect and faithfulness. They are able to support and adore one another. He desires that for their marriage and their family. He will be the greatest stepfather he can be, even though Beth will have challenges in the future. They might even become parents themselves. I believe in us, Carter adds, holding out the ring. She will always come first, and I have more faith in us than ever since what happened to us should have destroyed us, but it didn't. Will you marry me then? Yes, Carter Walton, Hope murmurs as she wipes away the tears. After they kiss and giggle, he puts the ring on her finger and says, I will be your wife. Heartbreak, turns, and emotional reckonings are nothing new to the bold and the beautiful, but this time around, Liam Spencer's startling diagnosis might serve as the impetus for one of the most unexpected, and long overdue, reunions in recent memory. The emotional strain of Liam's medical crisis forces a number of important characters to consider their lives, their regrets, and the people they have abandoned after months of upheaval, misunderstandings, and shifting allegiances. Brooke Logan finds herself in a whirlpool of grief and guilt as word of Liam's diagnosis spreads like wildfire around the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families, not just for Liam, but also for the strained relationships that surround them. Long-standing barriers are broken down by the moment's vulnerability, and Ridge Forrester starts to reflect on the decisions that have kept the family apart as he sees Brooke reclaim her position as the family's emotional pillar. Everyone in Liam's immediate vicinity is compelled to reconsider what, and who, really matters as he struggles with a horrific and life-changing illness. The specifics of Liam's condition are initially kept secret, discussed only in the hospital's private hallways and behind closed doors. The heartbreaking news is given by Dr. Grace Buckingham. Liam's illness is aggressive and uncommon, with limited treatment options. Liam, who has always been a strong and reliable person for both Hope and Steffy, finds himself suddenly defenseless, perplexed, and in need of a broader support structure than he ever imagined as a result of the obvious anxiety. Given the seriousness of the situation, Brooke is forced to abandon her customary poise under duress and fully assume the position of mother figure, not just to Hope, who is experiencing emotional instability, but also to Liam. Her tears are unfiltered. She is honest about her sadness. And once questioned, her commitment is clear. Ridge recognizes this, and although Taylor has stayed consistent, she is unable to recreate Bridge's shared past, the decades of love and loss that characterize it. Devastated and torn between remorse and incredulity, Hope seeks solace in her mother. Hope is held close by Brooke, who assures her that they will face whatever comes their way together. But from across the hospital waiting room, Brooke's eyes catch Ridge's as Hope sobs over how cruel Liam's sickness is. It's a moment, not just a glance. This is our family, goes the saying. We constructed this. And perhaps, just perhaps, it's time to stop hiding who we are. Ridge is ambivalent and silent. Even while he still remembers the pain, the betrayals, and the acrimonious arguments, he is reminded of the unwavering love that always drew them back together when he watches Brooke fall apart for a man who isn't even her son-in-law. Steffy, meanwhile, finds herself helping Hope in a way she never would have imagined while balancing her worries about Liam and the impact this illness is having on her family. As both ladies come to the realization that life is too short to harbor resentment, their long-standing rivalry becomes less important. However, Steffy's attention is swiftly diverted when she observes her father's persistent looks at Brooke and the ways he checks on her, consoles her, and defends her. Steffy had always felt that her mother deserved better because she has watched her father switch between two women for years. However, even she acknowledges that Ridge has changed, a tranquility, a clarity that appears to have its roots in Brooke's presence during this crisis. With Liam's illness serving as a unifying factor, the Logan and Forrester camps start to compromise. When Liam is released, Eric offers the family estate for recuperation. Donna and Katie take over, mobilizing people and spreading knowledge about the available treatment alternatives. In the midst of all of this, Brooke ends up being the unifying factor, and Ridge finds himself drawn to her more and more, his defenses eroding with each hour he spends with her. Shortly after, Taylor starts to sense the tension and approaches Ridge. She knows him too well, so her fears are not unjustified. Emotionally cornered, Ridge acknowledges that witnessing Brooke's concern for everyone during this period has made him realize that she is not the scandalous, impetuous woman he frequently accuses her of being, but rather the strong protector, the nurturer, and the center of their complex family. Brooke and Ridge find themselves alone in the hospital chapel one night during a rare period of silence. Unspoken emotion permeates the silence. First to speak, Brooke's voice is hardly audible above a whisper as she recalls the early years of Liam and Hope's relationship and expresses her pride and faith in their love. After listening, Ridge grabs her hand. At first, he doesn't say anything, but the expression in his eyes speaks volumes. When he does say something, it's neither a heartfelt apology nor a romantic gesture. "I miss you, Logan" is a straightforward statement that lingers in the air, laden with regret and longing. With tears in her eyes, Brooke says, "I've always missed you." They do not share a kiss. Not quite yet. They don't have to, though. The connection is genuine. The spark remains alive. Returning to Liam's hospital room, Finn and Carter Walton are working with medical professionals to speed access to a potentially hopeful clinical trial. Even though it takes a lot of work, Liam can feel the subtle change in energy whenever Brooke and Ridge walk into the room together. He whispers, "Maybe some good will come out of this after all," and takes Hope's hand while grinning weakly. Hope, who is tired but optimistic, agrees. The statement, "Maybe it's time we all stop pretending we have forever," struck a deep chord with everyone. They act as a warning that pride can cost more than anyone is ready to lose, that life is brief, and that love is scarce. By the conclusion of the week, Ridge and Brooke can be seen walking hand in hand out of the hospital. The message is clear: a new chapter may be starting, even though there isn't an official reunion yet. Despite her heartbreak, Taylor doesn't resist this time. Even though it hurts, she chooses to leave Ridge with grace, for the time being, because she knows that Brooke has always had Ridge's heart. Knowing that her family would need her support in the coming days, she shifts her attention to assisting Finn and Steffy deal with the stress. Regarding Liam, it's still unclear how he will recover. Although the prognosis is cautious and the treatment is tough, he has strong support from those around him. And in an odd turn of events, his illness is what reunites broken families, reignites old passions, and unearths long-buried secrets. Even though the diagnosis was dire, Ridge and Brooke in particular have experienced a life-changing impact. Liam's struggle for survival serves as a final reminder of what they had, and what they might still have, if they have the courage to embrace it, after years of heartache, betrayals, and lost opportunities.